There are several Married at First Sight cast members who came onto the show with questionable living situations and it affected their marriages. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Married at First Sight has been known to cast people who come onto the show with questionable living situations, and it was to the cast and the show's detriment. Married at First Sight Season 18 is currently airing, and the historical nature of this topic has been brought up by Season 18 viewers as it relates to a cast member now. The MAFS panel of 3 experts, who are currently Dr. Pepper Schwartz, Pastor Cal Robertson, and Dr. Pia Holek, is meant to match the couples based on their cultural backgrounds, non-negotiables, appearance preferences, and value systems. Moreover, the experts are supposed to identify and choose people who are emotionally available, in good standing with the law, and financially able to have a marriage partner. In a lot of past matched couples, certain cast members' red flags have presented themselves early and caused marriage-ending rifts in their connections. The experts are supposed to catch these red flag behaviors or situations and forego casting people of the wrong caliber to avoid the show losing credibility and marriages not working out. However, even with the current season, living situations have been a quick perception killer. Steve Moy was on Married at First Sight Season 14, which took place in Boston, Massachusetts. Steve was 38 when he joined the show and married his now ex-wife Noe Famosak. Steve, who categorized himself as a freelancer, lost his job in software and sales prior to coming on the show. He was coming off of a long solo road trip when he was matched. Steve spent the time living out of his car and taking each day as it came. Steve's father called Steve a vagabond. Steve also said he lived off his savings, which was never a problem for him. However, it was a problem for Noe, who wanted financial security in her husband. Steve assured his wife that he was financially stable, but Noe wanted more reassurance by way of a job. Then 33-year-old Noe also wanted at least 3 children, which was daunting to Steve. Steve appearing on the show after a long stretch of instability was a red flag. Regardless of whether Steve set himself up well enough to be okay financially without working a steady job, he was not an ideal candidate to jump into a marriage with someone with more traditional values. Orian Martzloff appeared in Married at First Sight Season 17 in Denver, Colorado. Orian, a proud Native American who described himself as bisexual, was paired with Lauren Goodger, an African-American woman who was also proud of her heritage. When Orian was selected for the show, he lived with his mother, a factor that seemed to be grazed over by both the experts and Lauren. However, it ended up playing a part in his personality and maturity in his marriage. Orian presented a kind of victimhood towards his wife after she made an insensitive racial joke and also divulged that she had slept with someone recently before coming onto the show. He demonstrated low emotional intelligence when dealing with touchy situations that arose with Lauren in a way that made him look stunted, potentially by being taken care of at home by his mother. In a Reddit thread about Orian by a since-deleted user, one viewer summarized in a well-liked comment, 34-year-old McKinley Gilbert married 25-year-old Dominique Kloss in Married at First Sight Season 16 in Nashville, Tennessee. McKinley only moved to Nashville after having been selected for the show. He moved into his friend's parents' basement and was in between jobs. He also relayed to Dominique that he couldn't commit to staying in Nashville, even if they worked out. Gwynne was featured in Married at First Sight Season 9, which took place in Charlotte, North Carolina. Matt married Amber Balls. While they had a few days of chemistry and initial compatibility, it all came tumbling down due to Matt's wild antics. His antics arguably stemmed from the way he was living his life when he was selected for the show. Matt was couch surfing between friends' couches and lived a relatively homeless lifestyle. Amber spoke with since defunct podcast, Hey Fries Podcast, via Cheat Sheet in 2020 about how unfit Matt was for the show. Amber further claimed that Matt lied just to get chosen for the show. Like, hey, I'm not completely homeless and jobless. Matt's personality and background caused the show to lose credibility and contributed to the turbulent time Amber experienced on the show. David Trimble is a cast member in Married at First Sight Season 18, and fans have been talking about his living situation via a Stock Tradition 7375. He was open with the experts about living in his parents' basement, although he later